And you are now tuned into Let's Be Real.
Let's be real for sure. We're gonna go ahead,
Yeah,
tap in while we let a couple people come in. We're gonna play confidence, goat talk.
yeah, go
You know what I'm
talk.
talking about? No, we giving freebies for the first one, but go ahead and send in that $3 donation. We got you. We'll start you out with the program. You know what I'm saying? Get your brand out there. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Go talk, let the go talk. Go talk, let the go talk. I told y'all niggas I'm really here for real. This is light work. But listen. Signed to a label, but not a label. You wanna eat with me, I'ma lay it all on the table. This that real bread, all of that goat talk. But I came back with a bull's head. 23 shooting like Michael, I be on my bullshit. But I'm Kobe in his prime. Niggas know I'm dope, so I got them snorting up lines. Last bar you spit, it sounded like one of mine. You ain't pressing shit nor a button, I'm really slime. All this helping hand, but really not a helping hand. Trying to play me stupid, yet I watch and I just play pretend. Niggas be fake, I never reach into a shaky hand. I'm never throwing shade, but know I'm hot like they trying to tan. Go talk, let the go talk.
Hey.
Yeah. Go talk, let the go talk. Whoa, cause I'm the nigga twisting up my fingers, it's looking like paper rock scissors. I get to eating on beats and now it's chopped liver. I used to drop niggas, home invade and rob niggas. When they talk about rappers, they never mention me. I'm Superman in the booth, the rest is history. Had your first place when you last, you can't catch a beat. When I put a pen to the paper, D ain't skill as me. Don't you speak on me bad, cause that's a red flag. I'll call my bitch, she'll slide and get your whole drag. Show them how fancy I get, designer pop tags. New bag, doing me, imitating the new swag. Go talk, let the go talk, yeah. Go talk, let the go talk. Motivated like, damn how he still popping. I get the steaming off of the board like Todd Ramen. I put my team on once I started ball hogging. I put a stop to the hen on that time flying. Spicy, I'm hot saucing. Nobody safe can get away with this shit talking. Give them that kinda let it play cause I hit off it. Niggas don't eat off it. I'm been that nigga going brazy just shit talking. I just rose back from the dead, I don't need coffee. I crown heads with halos with this go talking. Niggas be broke off, they get your bitch wet, she wanna swim with a blue dolphin. Niggas ain't slick, they wanna slip with that bro talking. I send a nigga up to heaven, he skywalking. Go talk, let the go talk, go talk, go talk, let the go talk, go talk, go talk, let the go talk, go talk, let the go talk.
Okay.
Yeah, that was goat talk, goat talk. You now tapped in Epic TV
Yeah.
Media Worldwide. Let's be real. What's going on, y'all?
What's
What's
going
up? What's
on?
up?
Hey, Phoenix Moo in the house.
Hey, family.
Hey.
Hey, sis. How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm alive, so
I know
I'm
that's
not going to
Yeah,
complain. I'm
right.
here.
I know that's right.
that's what's up.
All right, y'all. So we have an amazing show going on today. We are talking about toxic relationships. Toxic.
Wee.
Okay.
Toxic
I know everybody
keyword.
went through one. Everybody done went through one, but we're gonna talk about two specific toxic relationships today, and that's gonna be Krishan and Blueface and Will and Jada.
Oh, hot mess.
Oh snap. Well, before we go ahead and do that,
Well,
let's go ahead and run another video.
yeah.
What's this one? What's this one? What we going on? What's going on with this one? What we got here?
Who's that?
Be
Who's that? Who's that?
mine.
Rich Fabrics.
Rich fabric. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we're gonna play some Rich Fabrics.
I woke up this morning with my woke up this morning with money on my mind. All I know is gotta stick to my grind. I'ma grind out this P, watch this cash come in time. All I know is I gotta see mine. Fuck that bitch, ain't no wasting my time. Time is money, I gotta see mine. Cash profit, I gotta see mine. Love is bottom, I'ma see $1 signs.
Bitch, ain't no wasting no time. I knew one day that Benz would be mine. Smoking Zaza like nigga, you lying. Bells on line like nigga who buying. simple math to your mind, they be signs. I stay down and you know that I shine. Time is now, they ain't waiting no line. Nigga lying, then nigga you died. Switch on the glizzy and the bullets they fly. Niggas is dying, family is crying. I fell down many a time, but I stay trying, Free all my niggas that's doing that time. Free all my niggas that's doing that time. Play with me, nigga, you know that I'm fine. Rock 23, you can call on LeBron.
Woke up this morning with money on my mind. All I know is gotta stick to my grind. I'ma grind out this beat, watch this cash come in time. All I know is I gotta see mine. Fuck that bitch, ain't no wasting my time. Time is money, I gotta see mine. Cash profit, I gotta see mine. Love is blind, all I see is dollar signs. Love is blind, all I see is dollar signs. I was shot trying to get it over time. Money missing, things going James Bond. Came from nothing, but I'm headed to the stars. Break a P down, now we got parked. Smoking wood, now a nigga think he smart. Keep a Glock case, nigga think he hard. Slinging trees, now a nigga think he Tarzan. I gotta see mine. Woke up this morning with money on my mind. I'ma grind out this beat, watch this cash come in time. All I know is I gotta see mine. Fuck that bitch, ain't no wasting my time. Told that bitch to keep rocks, I'ma keep getting guap. And I'm never gonna stop till that make my heart start going straight to the top. Straight to the top. Woke up this morning with money on my mind. All I know is gotta stick to my grind. I'ma grind out this beat, watch this cash come in time. All I know is I gotta see mine. Fuck that bitch, ain't no wasting my time. Time is money, I gotta see mine. Cash profit, I gotta see mine. Love is blind, all I see is dollar signs. Gotta stick to my grind. I'ma grind out this beat, watch this cash come in time. All I know is I gotta see mine. Fuck that bitch, ain't no wasting my time. Time is money, I gotta see mine. Cash profit, I gotta see mine. I gotta see mine.
Hey.
Yeah.
Rich
Alrighty.
Fabric, see mine.
Yeah. That's what's happening.
So, with this Krishan and Blueface, I did some research on this topic.
What did you
for it
find?
to start. Sorry, for it to start on, like, it started on TV, like, you know, that little blue, you know,
Girls
love,
Club.
whatever. Like, just the start of it was like, who was going to take it serious to begin with? Like, I feel like she didn't like them, you know, like, because she went on the show, but it, like, the foundation to begin with was like, it wasn't solid. So to expect that it was going to, like, get better with them two in particular was like,
Yeah. So, you know, in the news, you know, you see, you know, several disputes. Some led to legal charges. Blueface first met Rock on the Blue Girls Club, and it was basically a show. It was an OnlyFans show, and he put this show up for, you know, to find who liked Blueface the most, you know. And you know, of course, you know, Krishan got the dub. Go,
yeah, of course.
I'm sorry. But what was crazy is, you know, the ordeal with the tooth. She actually got into a fight with Jaden at the Blue Girls Club shoot, and that's how she got her tooth. That's how she got the tooth missing. She got into a fight with Jaden. She won that one too, you know. But we're not counting. We're not counting. We're not counting.
I don't know if she lost yet.
Oh man.
I don't really know if she lost yet.
Hey, you know, hey, there's a difference of opinion everywhere, but you know.
True.
So
Win some, you lose some.
of course, you know, what was about February 2002, Rock supposedly stole Blue's car. You know, after she left the label, she got arrested for some possessions, and pleaded not guilty. You know, she breaks into the house and she writes "I love blue" on the wall in blood.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I ain't
And
seen
Oh,
none
it
of
blood.
this
went
stuff.
down.
Yeah, she loved her
It,
man, huh?
Teasing.
it went down. She was like left out without burning the house down.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah.
Like,
She
yeah,
she was in
it
there.
was,
It was deep, you know.
yeah, yeah, it
So
was.
then you go from they go from February 2022. Then we go to May 2022. A few days after, you know, she gets the tattoo, the blue face tattoo
Mhm.
on her
Yep.
neck. She then fights his mom,
Wow.
Marlisa. Fights the mom.
so okay, let me get this straight. So it was like the what's the name? The Flavor Flav show?
It was almost like
Pretty
that.
much
Oh, okay. So it was like the
all
Flavor
of
Flav.
those little dating shows where, they're like The Bachelor, or there's
They're,
a celebrity, and
they're
then
trying to
you got a
find
house
love.
full of people trying to,
Okay.
you trying to shack up with somebody.
Okay. All right. And then
Hmm.
after she gets you said the blue face tattoo on her neck, and then shortly then after she fights Blueface's
Fights
mother.
the mama.
Okay.
Fights the
I got.
mom.
Okay.
Yep. And then
Wow.
they get into a fight about August 2022. They get into a fight, and she gets arrested for punching Blueface in the face. And that was out
Mhm.
here. That was out here in Arizona, in Scottsdale.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They had a bunch of coverage for that
Yeah,
Yeah.
particular
the
incident.
Whiskey Row Bar
Yeah. Oh
in
wow.
Scottsdale.
That's crazy.
Terrible.
Cray.
They didn't put Scottsdale on the map. They're like, that's where Krishan and Blue fought at. Like,
They're like going on tour, like
a fighting tour,
a fighting
a
tour from
toxic
city to city.
relationship.
we
Yeah.
gonna promo the hell out of this.
But we got a video. It's the one where Krishan Rock admits to physically assaulting Blueface's mom.
Okay, this brings out. It's not the Los Angeles one, right?
No, it's you see her, she's right there. She's laying on the floor.
She's laying on the floor.
It's the very first one.
Oh,
Second
okay,
one.
I got it.
Yeah,
This-
play
this
that
is-
one. Play that one. Play that one.
She's laying on the floor. Oh, it's Instagram.
Oh, we can't play that, huh?
Hold on. Let me see. I gotta present the screen real quick for the one time. That's the one thing I don't
For the
like
one
about-
time.
This is so stupid. Okay, do you see it? You see it?
Let's see.
Can you see
Yeah.
Yeah.
it? We're good.
Yeah, that's it right there.
She's laying on the floor. Let me ask up out of there. Okay. What is she doing?
Oh, let me be proper.
Hell no.
Right. Why did you beat the?
And give me an option. Okay, look, I got 12 siblings. They want to beat him up. I don't fight them, they
Why you bleed them like that? They saying I beat them up.
They just want their money to here.
They fought a female. They saying they fought me. I'm a whole boxer over here.
Okay, quick question.
You can get in trouble for that.
Right? Just tell them why you beat them up though. My mom's still staying at my house talking about I beat her up. With her husband there.
I beat her up. But I'm not happy. But
Yeah. No, it's nothing to be happy about. It's just, yeah, like, why you beat my sister up though?
I mean, I don't even know what she was doing. Like,
She just pulled up for a fight, huh?
Her pull my hair and hit me. What you talking about?
Yeah, I know. It's all good though. You did your They crying wolf right now though. They talking about I beat him up.
How they cry wolf? My family didn't get to him yet. Babe, let's
They
do
crying
it.
wolf because they saying I beat them up. I physically touched them.
No way.
Even though you just whooped them out, so they like,
Man, I can't lynch you. Why they have to be in handcuffs?
right? I damn near went to jail.
Man, that's terrible. What?
Right.
Ooh,
So we have that one, and then let's play this other one, and this is when she gets carried out by security on the show, because she gets so mad.
It's the meltdown. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
she gets mad because he's kind of disputing what she's saying, and I don't know if he was lying or if she was lying, but she gets upset and she gets taken off that set.
She off that Hennessy, man.
Take her outside.
You like take her outside.
There's nothing to talk, like, all that's gonna do is add fuel to the fucking fire.
No! No, keep. I gotta take you.
Damn.
He come here, bro. What are you like? Why you doing that? Why you doing that? Blue, what are you doing that for?
Josh, don't worry. Whatever it is, it's good. Hey, Josh, how's the camera? How's the TV? Is it good?
That's gonna be
It
viral.
broke? Fuck.
Gina,
There's the neighborhood.
I don't know why you agreeing with her on that
Hey,
bullshit.
is the TV okay? Is it broke?
I didn't agree with
You did. You said
And
yeah,
that's-
right. If I call you a bitch, you
We're all
call
just
me
what I
that.
understood.
Hey, man, I know protocol. Supposed
There's
to sit my
two
ass
different
right in my
things.
seat.
Two different things.
We rolling. We still going.
If I go
Yeah,
making
we
out
still
with a
going.
girl,
We rolling. It's
if you
all
say
right.
making out with a girl, it's gonna be two different headlines, right?
Yeah.
So how come if you call me a bitch and I call you a bitch, it's the same thing?
Well, that's why I said that she was trying to justify it. I didn't say I agree. I said I
You
understand
did.
what she's
Sorry,
saying.
what she said.
She don't say it like no prissy ass woman. Like
You know me. You know how I get down.
No, she be like, you bitch ass nigga.
Yeah,
What
it's
you on?
kinda
Like it
like-
comes off like
it's
a
too-
man. Like it made me tell my, I'm like, damn, is you gonna take off on me? Like
Yeah,
fuck
like,
it.
it's-
She already had the Hennessy bottle like this walking up. I'm like,
It's-
you all right?
It's too high powered.
That's
like,
high
it's like-
powered, bro.
For what? You feel me? You living good, you getting money, we doing a thing, we together.
She's out there yelling.
We
at
got
the
a
top of
show, we got I don't post no bitch on my gram.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers.
Wow, that's crazy. Whoa. What y'all think
Terrible.
about that? What y'all think about that as a black woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think about
It's sad. It's sad to look at that we even allow ourselves to be in predicaments like that. You know what I mean? It's like we could, sit here and blame Blue and say, oh, he do this and say this and blah, blah, blah. But she's grown. And, to be acting like that, period, is unacceptable. But you're a public figure. Like, you on TV. People's looking at you.
Mhm.
Like, you gotta hold yourself to, unfortunately, a certain standard. Then, us normal folks, like, people is looking up to you like little kids. And every time you're on TV, it's, you fighting somebody, you belligerent drunk, you throwing up on yourself. That's wild. That's wild. Like, it's not just I'm a party girl and I just like to go and have fun. Like, you putting yourself in predicaments to be hurt or killed.
Mhm.
That ain't it.
Do you think, since she had the baby, do you think she's kind of maturing a little bit more now that she's not with Blueface and since she had the baby?
I want to say yeah, but then, like, she's still going back and forth with with Jada. You're still going back and forth with her, which, like, if you paying attention to your new baby in this new life, you ain't got time for that.
Right.
You got a child to take care of, a new one that needs your attention.
Mm-hmm.
Cut everything else out, you know. And then she came out with the little diss track with Young Mabu or whatever. It's like, come on, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you
Like,
know, I see Krishan is at an age and doing things that a lot of us young ladies did.
mhm,
You know, I think the only difference between Krishan and Blueface is that they're in the public media.
mhm,
But there's a lot of women out here that have gone to that length of fighting and tattooing and
mhm.
everything to prove, you know, hey, I love you.
Right.
You know, and to have to go to that extent, I would say one, that's toxic behavior to have anybody think that they have to go to that extent to show you that they love you. Or, you know, in their case, it didn't seem reciprocated
Mm-mm.
evenly throughout their relationship. I can't necessarily sit here and say who was wrong entirely in the situation, you know,
Both.
but what I will say is that yes, that, you know, they do understand that they have a toxic relationship, and, you know, even though Blueface is where he's at, Krishan is where they're at, they're all growing. Hopefully they're all growing and getting past the situation. And now Rock has a new son.
Right.
And I would say more than 60% of the time, that really makes us as women really, really, really mature.
Mm.
You know, but at the same time, she is still in the spotlight. So, you know,
And she got crazy family too. Like,
yeah,
your sister, number one, your sister. Like,
they fought the daddy.
that's
They fought
craziness. Like, the
Blueface.
whole family is like not. They don't do a good job at helping the situation. Like, they don't do a good job. They say something, boom, she get triggered, and then everybody is just like, rah, rah, rah. And there ain't nobody with a lick of sense that could be like, all right, chill. Like, all y'all just get riled up. Mom, dad, all the aunties show up. 18 sisters. It's like, come
18
on.
sisters. Do you think they like some of these reality TV shows like Jersey Shore and reality shows like that? Do you think they'd be like, "Hey, keep doing that. We'll pay y'all. You know, this going viral." Do you think that, like some kind of
Yeah,
money is involved?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because who gonna act like that just for free? If you
Right.
like, unless that's really you,
You
like,
know,
for
you know,
real.
some people say that negative publicity is publicity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like with kids, like sometimes like they don't care what type of attention, they just want some, so they just gonna do bad stuff that they know you're gonna just be like, hey, stop. You know, that's how I think it is. And especially when you in the light and people like to see other people's drama, why not say, hey, I got a couple extra $1,000 if you just act a little, dumb yourself down a little bit for this money.
Mm-hmm.
Look like an idiot for money. And a lot of it I feel like is financially driven, but people really do got issues, and the sad part is they ain't taking none of that extra money that they getting to go get help.
Right.
That's
So
the sad part too.
For real.
let me so we can try to dissect that situation, right? Let's try to dissect that situation for the audience. You know, there are several signs in their relationship that could let you know, or that you could look for
Mm-hmm.
to tell you that you're with a toxic person. Okay. You're consistently confused about the other person's behavior. How many times do y'all always hear Rock saying, why do you do that, man? Why do you do that, man? Why do you do that?
Mm-hmm.
or describing or explaining why she had to do something, or she always feeling guilty, like you're the guilty party in the situation. That's signs that you're dealing with a toxic person, because that person is always going to make you feel like you're the bad person.
Being a narcissist,
You know,
gaslighting you.
Yes, yeah.
Making you feel like you crazy when you know you making sense out of stuff, but they will make you feel like you crazy all the time, and you'll never do nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Being selfish, like, or
Almost like
being self-centered.
And maybe they look like they don't realize what they're doing, or like that's just how they were brought up or whatnot.
Yeah. Sometimes that is it, especially if they have those traumas that they, haven't dealt with. You carry that around for life. It don't matter what type of relationship it is. It could be friendships, relationships with people. Like, if that's how, if that's what you was used to, and you never really got help for it, you are gonna carry that around. And in every relationship you're gonna try to have is gonna be messed up because of it.
Right. I'm gonna take some time out, say hi to some of the audience members. Angel, Philosophy, help me out.
D Herrera.
D Herrera. I don't want to say your name wrong, Angel. Seymour says, "Sup, y'all." We got Miss Jackson. Hey, Miss Jackson. We got Ashley White.
Ashley.
Sup, fam, showing some love. Hey,
Hello.
Ashley.
What's going down, Miss Jackson? Ashley Wiseman, what's going down? Thanks for tapping in. Seymour, Angel D. Herrera, right on for tapping in.
Thank y'all for tapping in.
No doubt, no doubt.
So, like, all right, so let's get into before that conversation is over, I just want to say, salute to Krishan Rock. She didn't, drop Krishan Jr. Went off on her own, started making her money, doing her shows and everything, getting her life together. So salute
she got
to that.
A house.
Yeah, got her own house.
She got her house.
Salute to that lady for changing her life. It takes a lot to get out of a toxic situation like that. And of course, she's still going to have to deal with him because that is the father of her child.
Right.
She got a bag.
Yeah,
She got a bag. You feel like that's what happened with Cardi B, because she was off that show. Nobody knew. I didn't know her, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Who is?" She got a big ass mouth. All of a sudden,
no, that's my girl, though, y'all. Hey,
I mean, I had heard about her
on this show.
She
in a rapping type of situation, but I knew she was, like a stripper. She was from New York, boom, boom, and then when she hit like Love and Hip Hop is when she kind of, really blew up, and everybody was like, "Oh, who's that?"
Yeah, she got a bag. Like
she did.
Like Krishan is doing.
She got a bag, and I fixed my teeth.
What did she say? Look, I was about to say that too. She done got a bag and fixed that. Listen.
I hope y'all know that ain't cheap.
Hell no, it ain't.
Yeah, she got a hefty,
MJMG Miss Jackson Media Group. How you doing? So let's talk about Will and Jada. What you think, Will?
I just got chills just thinking about it, because I don't even know what to call that. Like, everybody was so much like, oh, goals, and because they make it look cute, until it wasn't cute no more. And I personally think Jada been playing Will from the beginning. Like, would I say she didn't love him? No. But I feel like there was some type of ulterior motive for being with him, because she even said it on her own show. She didn't want to marry that man. She was getting her mom to like tell him she didn't want to marry him and didn't want to be with like and you fought for that? You fought for somebody that was purposely not trying to be with you? Nope.
Because it ain't like back in the day where it's like a lot of young women, girls, whatever. They're like, you gotta, all their lives, you gotta marry somebody rich. You gotta marry somebody rich. Nowadays, women are independent, got their own businesses, so you ain't gotta marry somebody unless you just want the big, big, big bag. I don't
Right.
All
Or
right,
you
y'all
just
talking about
greedy.
marrying for money, huh? Marrying for money.
Or greedy. Some people about greedy as hell. So that could just be it too. Some people are just greedy. Like, yeah, I got my own, but
I want
if
that
I could
too.
get
I want
theirs,
that
then
too. Yeah.
I want that bag too.
So let's ask the audience if y'all think do y'all think that Jada love Will? If you think that Jada love Will, type in a 1. If you think that she don't, type in a 2.
Let's see what y'all talking about in the comments.
yeah, I think she do just not out.
Right.
Not a lot.
He said, why is it that nobody sees the other side of this? Like Will ain't did nothing wrong. Now, yep, I was going to get to that. So
We didn't get to him yet.
Let me go through this timeline, y'all. So they met in the early 1990s. Will and Jada met in the early 1990s. They went public a little bit about 1995. They got married December 1997. Okay. They had Jaden Smith in July of 1998. And then they had Willow in 2020. And of course, y'all know Will has a third child, Trey Smith, as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that is with Cherie Zampino. That's the baby mom.
First one.
Right? So
yeah.
They started coming out about their relationship. Well, let's go back to where they met. I think that was really do you know how they met? They met on the set of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was trying out for the girlfriend role.
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriend role. So my question is, where did Tupac tie in all this?
I think when he went to school with her, right? When he was in Baltimore?
I think so.
And he was in middle school.
Because they was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
they was young and yeah.
Yeah, when I read the book, it was something like he was in theater arts or whatever in Baltimore, the school of arts, and then he had to say goodbye to her because his mom was wanting him to move to Marin County in California by San Francisco.
Okay, all right.
I read the book, so
I'm gonna need that information on that book.
Right. And I ain't read no book.
That book. So
Ashley said Tupac was before Will. Right. So yeah, middle school.
Tupac was before Will. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Marriages are all different and they all take their own form. That's true. So I think as far as like the toxic relationship, it would have to be Chrisean and Rock. But Will and Jada do have a toxic relationship. All right. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they went about it the smart way. If you ask me, nobody knew that they weren't together no more. We all thought that they were still together, right?
They wasn't, right?
Since 2016, they've been separated.
See.
In 2016,
I didn't know what they was, to be honest. Like,
yeah, they're just
I was in limbo with them because I'm like, I don't know what y'all is.
They're just life partners.
I was
they
understand
that they not together.
Like extended co-parents or something. Like, I don't know what to call that situation.
They had an open relationship from day one.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
it seemed like an open relationship. Yeah.
Somebody I swear somewhere I heard they were swinging.
Probably.
Hey, you know what?
You start getting that bag like that.
If they swinging,
I heard they was going to them swinging parties.
Life becomes boring. Hey, we got this
you
bag. What else
know,
we gonna do?
Right, look,
hey.
come over to my
What's-
house
what-
real quick. We're gonna
What
have
else?
game
What else
night.
What else we got on
So
the bucket
let me
list?
ask this question. How many people in this world do you think are in a relationship that have been in a relationship as long as Will and Jada, and they've gone outside their relationship sneakingly?
Sneaky Lake.
I think a lot.
A lot, right?
I think a lot.
That's why I said they smart about it, because they sat and they agreed. We're both grown. You could do what you want to do, but just as long as there are boundaries. But of course, the boundaries were crossed, of course,
Right.
but-
I was about to say, like, did they say that and then boom, somebody at some point crosses those boundaries.
Fell in love. Started liking somebody a little bit too much, The one thing that bothered me was the situation with August Alsina.
Yes. That was messy. Ugh.
You think Snoop Dogg is in that type of relationship? MJ, Miss Jackson meeting, she said 99% of people have went outside of. I think that too. I think that too. But I honestly, I would have to say, like, if I was going to be with the person and be married with them that long, and they got all that money and they got everything in the world that they want, besides one thing though, that's happiness. They got everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But are they happy?
No. I think a lot of those relationships are not truly happy, because you figure it's like, especially when you get celebrities, it's like you already got two rich people, trying to come together and bring it together. Like, that's a lot. Like, and you get temptations from everywhere, because you're in that on that big of a platform. You could love who you're with all day long, but that ain't gonna keep you from dropping your pants for the next one. And just because you love your husband or your wife doesn't mean that you're with them necessarily just because you love them, because it's like, okay, well, they got a little bit more money than me.
The grass is greener.
Yeah, so I'm gonna either stay through the BS because they got money, and I ain't got to worry about XYZ. Like, yeah, I know they step out, but it's the money, and that's sad. It's like, I get it, you need money to survive, but damn it, make your own, be single, and be happy.
Right. We gonna play this video right here. It says, finally, Jada is at the red table admitting to an entanglement with August.
Oh, I watched that one, I think. Ooh.
Really, what's going on with this, man? Come on with it.
You see if it'll load up one time for the one time.
For the one time.
It is. We
This
just gotta get
one
past.
Will needs one time now.
Jada was too young and grew up with Will. She missed much of things that she should have discovered before marriage. They have a solid foundation on raising their children. Yes, they do. I will say that you are absolutely correct about that.
Jada Pinkett Smith brought herself to the red table, and surprisingly, her husband Will Smith joined her. They talked about pain, healing, and yes, Jada's entanglement with August Alsina.
It's all love.
Recently, Alsina revealed to the world that he was involved in a relationship with Jada while she was still married. And even though statements were released denying the affair, Pinkett Smith is now reluctantly confirming that the relationship did indeed exist.
It's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's
business,
yeah,
but
yeah.
But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
During the 12-minute Red Table Talk episode, Jada sat down with Will to explain how she met August 4.5 years ago. But the friendship didn't turn into something more until she and Will were ready to call it quits.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Yes, we know entanglement is vague as hell, but thankfully, Will pressed her to be more clear.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
We also got clarity on the misconception that Will gave August permission to sleep with his wife.
The only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker.
Now, if you're like us, you're probably wondering why August? Well, we'll let Jada explain it.
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Eventually, August broke things off and they haven't really talked since. And the Smiths claim they are now stronger than ever.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
For HipHollywood.com, I'm...
That was kind of corny.
You got to give it to them, though. They had to go a little, you know.
Bad marriage for life. That is terrible. That's terrible. They could have left that last part out.
Right.
I think for real, I think she was mad. She just had to make it look good. But I feel like she was pissed off that got out. So to make it seem good, like, okay, I'm gonna bring myself to the red table. Like, girl.
Yeah.
Girl.
I just wanted to feel good.
But you know what? You gotta hear what she's saying.
Yeah.
There's so much in that statement.
She basically just told her husband to his face, you wasn't doing it, and so I went and found it, is what she told him.
Pretty much.
In the nicest way that you could possibly tell somebody that you was not satisfying me. What?
He said 1 out of 10 voices in my head say Will and Jada are sane individuals. They are sane.
1 out of 10.
They are sane. Toxic relationships is not a mental disorder.
No.
Toxic relationships start with behavior. So once you figure out what the underlying,
the issue is, then they can start healing themselves in that toxic relationship. They probably already are, but in no way, fashion, or form are we saying that they're crazy. Because it's not being toxic is not a mental disorder. No, at all.
Coding is jokes is where I draw the line, right? So in July 2018, they finally let everybody know that they were not together anymore. But they haven't broken up since 2016. In July of 2020, Jada finally revealed that her relationship with August happened while she was separated from Will. They weren't together. So is that cheating?
That's like a catch-22 type of thing for me, because it's like y'all are, you know, like you're separated and y'all clearly had an understanding. So it's like, okay, you can't really say too much, like, because if, you know, especially if y'all both is on the same page, you can't really say nothing. But you are still legally married to this person. And I feel like if you're gonna go that far as to like get separated and then start creating other relationships with people, you might as well be like, all right, maybe it's time to just completely divorce. Because then it's like you're at, and you haven't even closed this chapter yet, and you over here add people in. And for her to say, "Oh, it felt good to heal somebody," what did you heal for yourself in that moment, though?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, a bunch of mess came out of that.
Sharing is caring.
Me too.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Miss Jackson, I loved your comment where you said what is toxic to us could be their norm. That is true. That is true. But just because it's their norm, that doesn't mean that it ain't toxic.
I was about to say that. Like sometimes toxic stuff, bad stuff is normal to people, and I see it all the time, and that's why a lot of people keep dealing with it, because they don't. It's what they know.
Right.
Right.
And some people don't. They're not as fortunate as other people to have like family members around who can help them. They might not be like mentally strong enough to be like, okay, I need therapy, so I'm gonna go get help to heal this trauma. Or some people they don't realize that it's a problem, and they think that it's normal. It's not normal to be in relationships where, you know, you being disrespectful toward each other, physically violent towards each other, talking that, like, yeah, stuff happens, you know, in relationships. It's normal. But when there's like, when the scales is tipped in the wrong direction, it's like, that ain't normal.
Right.
It's not normal for anybody.
So in September 2021, Will finally admits, and he stated that they were both seeing other people. That it wasn't only Jada, that they were both doing it. So I seen somebody say that in the comments. So you're definitely correct. Will was seeing other people as well. It wasn't only just Jada.
I told you, I heard about them swinging parties.
Yeah.
So
then
Will, he was over there getting it in too.
Right. Yes, hey.
I just feel like he did a little bit better job at,
he wasn't really
keeping it under wraps in that whole situation. But
we didn't know.
Low.
We knew about August, but we didn't know about Will.
Right. Didn't really know about him until, you know, like after all of this started coming out, it's like, oh, then we start hearing about what Will was doing. It's like, y'all both, you know, got work to do.
Then we got the infamous slap at the Grammys, March 2022.
Gonna be talking about my wife now.
He said, "Jada, I love you, but D.R. Jane too. Can't wait to see it."
Oh wow!
and look, alopecia. It changes your life as a woman. Because we love our hair. But just going through that trauma stage and working through it, you know, her own way, and then you go to a public place and somebody announces it and shines light on the fact that you're fighting alopecia. I think I would have got up and slapped Chris Rock too.
Man, they was conveniently in front.
I'm just saying.
I'm mixed emotions about that.
I'm just saying, okay? I'm not saying violence is okay.
Right.
I'm not saying violence is okay, but where Will's mind went in that moment, where he felt like he needed to defend his
It
wife.
was kind of strange. They was conveniently like up front and front row when that
Exactly.
took place. Like
So
they
do you
could have
think,
been
do you think
anywhere
it
in the
was
audience,
staged?
but
Do you think it was staged?
you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel,
I don't know.
I don't think it was staged. I won't say that per se, but I do feel like, for one, we all know that Chris Rock is one of the most comedic a-holes. You know, he get up and he start, he's a comedian. So to expect a comedian not to crack jokes on you, you know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
do I feel like his comment, do I feel like he was like throwing shots at Jada and like making fun of her having alopecia? Absolutely not. But if you're used to seeing somebody who's been in a spotlight, even though she would keep her hair short, she still had hair, and then you don't see none, people's gonna roast you for that. Not saying it's right, but he's a comedian, that's what he does. Do I think it warranted a slap like that? No. I feel like Will could have still defended Jada, but done it in a different way.
Right.
Like, you didn't have to go up there on national TV and slap the hell out of that man. Like, you're a grown man too. And we gotta have some self-control. Yeah, we get upset and things take us places, but we gotta have some self-control. Especially in situations like that where the world is watching you. We in general we got to, but on a platform like that, like, I think he could have handled it different.
We'll pay y'all each $1 million if y'all just create some controversy so we could blow this up and the world is talking. So we can get the world talking.
Can we play the slap?
Can we play? Did you just send it to me?
Yeah, it's in the.
That's one of those. Remember back in the day, it was like, what did the hand say to the face? It's like, what?
I'm just saying, I ain't seen it in a while, so
I mean, it was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you send it to me? I can't see it. I don't see it.
It's at the very bottom.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Entertaining and just wrong.
Play this.
Miss Jackson said 9 out of 10 people have been in a toxic relationship. So when we get done with this video, she wants to know from Philosophy, what do you consider a toxic relationship from a man's point of view?
Okay. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and play this real quick for the one time.
Tonight, Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
And he was serious.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Good acting.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
For real.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
that bothered me because first he was laughing like a cackling hyena. You was laughing at that joke. They zoomed in on your face and your wife's face. First she gave a little chuckle and then she was like, and he steady laughing, still laughing. And I feel like as soon as he looked at her, then he wanted to get up and do something. But you was laughing when he first said it. So that made me
That was
kind of
painful
be
to
like,
rewatch.
hold up
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Who's the puppet master here? Because why would you if you was offended from the door, you shouldn't have been laughing. Soon as
Yeah.
they said, "Oh, G.I. Jane," da, 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 you should have been like, "No, we not doing that." You waited. You laughed at the joke and then waited, I guess, for a sign from your wife because she must have seen that you didn't defend her, and that was your overly masculine way of trying to prove something to your wife. You could prove the same point, and my head did that, but I feel like that was a little fake.
Yeah. So at that time, was they together or did they were just as
No, they were not. They were not together.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Let me see.
it's still his wife though, but you know. Anyways, yeah. That's what's up. What'd he say? Everyone as a whole will always look at the woman as she's in the wrong period.
I don't. I do understand why you're saying that though, Ashley Wiseman, because I know like these women ain't innocent, y'all. I'm just saying, like, some of these women ain't innocent, okay? And I'm just being real when I say that. It's not always the man's fault. It's not always the man's fault. We as women, we play our part, and men play their part as well. But for people to sit back and always think that it's always the man, it's not always the man.
No, I feel like she was a big reason for the way that he reacted to it. Because I honestly think if she didn't make that face, he would have, Will would have laughed it off.
Yeah.
It was like a light switch, like you seen it, ha ha ha, and then boom, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Well, what happened in 2 seconds?
Right.
And I feel like that was Jada wanting to feel protected in that moment, which there's nothing wrong with that. If she personally felt offended by it, there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like whatever dynamic they got going on, because I don't know what to call it, but gave him a hint to be like, you better go up there and do something. And
so she actually addressed that spot too. I think I sent. Did you get that video I sent, Philosophy?
I'm trying to find it.
It says Jada Pinkett Smith addresses Will slapping Chris Rock at Oscars.
Let me see. Rock here. Oh, that's Christian Rock. Snap. I think
But wait, before you play that video though, you gotta answer MG's question.
I would say toxic relationship. I would say feeling unsupported, maybe misunderstood, maybe emotionally, physically, just basically, you know what I'm saying? Like not, how would you say, not being supportive and just as far as a woman, like just blaming everything on you and not taking responsibility for any of the, like I say, the arguments or whatnot, not being rational. That's I would pretty much say that's what for me a toxic relationship would be.
Good ones.
Especially if you're like mentally and physically, but like I know I've heard a lot of different scenarios where it's all mental, and that could really mess with somebody's head, especially if you really, really, really love somebody. Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? You don't love me. What? It feels like, dang, ain't no respect, no love. It's like, what are we doing this for? But,
I've been there.
Right.
Done that.
Man.
Been there, done that, and it was terrible. And now, like that, I'm on the opposite side of it. I looked back like, what type of headspace was I in to even think that that was, you know, love in any form. You know, like love doesn't hurt. It's not disrespectful. It's not none of that. And you know, I had my time dealing with that. And once I came to and got my senses, I was out of there. Forrest Gump, first thing smoking. You couldn't pay me to go back.
Word up.
You know, and it was terrible to go through. It really was, but it was like one of the biggest blessings to come out on the other side and be like, I can finally walk away from that situation and be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Amen. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think this is the video though. Let me see here. Let me share my screen real quick for the one time. But yeah.
Controversy, including that slap at the Oscars. She was sitting right next to Will Smith. And when we met up with Jada in her hometown of Baltimore to talk about her candid new memoir, Worthy, she opened up about an issue that has been kept secret until now.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? You know, maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend. Neither let the public know they had already split.
So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
During our walk in Baltimore, Jada reflected on their breakup.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
I have so many questions. So do I. I have so many
It
questions.
was the strangest.
He got so
Now,
many
yeah. Hey, y'all. So I wrote down some things. We coming up on an hour and a half, y'all. So we got about 20 minutes left in the show. So I wanted to go ahead and send out some warning signs that you might recognize about yourself when you're around a toxic individual. Like we said earlier, constantly confused about their behavior. You always have to defend yourself when you're around them. You never feel fully comfortable around them. Like your body language will always show that you're you're tense, or you feel bad about yourself when you're in their presence. That's how you're there in front of that person.
Or feeling like you got to walk on eggshells.
Yeah, like moving with that individual. And the signs that a toxic person will display: inconsistency. They're very inconsistent. They have erratic behavior, just out of the blue. They do things just out of the blue. You never know what they're going to do next. They always need attention. Calls, texts, emotional support. And it's not bad to give somebody emotional support, but when they just consistently and constantly are at you, that's how you know, it's a little toxic. They have a heightened level of self-interest.
Very self-centered.
Very self-centered. They don't respect boundaries, of course. I don't think anybody wants to keep repeating themselves hey,
or talking down to you.
Yes.
When you do something, it's like really harping on you, not like, hey, babe, like a child, like, what you do that for, kind of thing.
Yeah. Healthy relationships stem from trust. Okay. They stem from trust and respect and boundaries. The person that's being toxic, they'll manipulate other people for the things that they want.
And feeling safe too. You have to feel safe with the person that you're with, safe in every way, not like safe don't tear somebody up if they mess with me, but safe to feel vulnerable with that person, to open up to them, to know that they just got you regardless. You got to feel safe, and if you don't, you're gonna be closed off, which creates toxicity too, because then you're not communicating the right way, you're not understanding the right way, because you shield it too much.
Right.
Yeah, birds.
And of course, we all know, a lot of these toxic relationships, there's something in there sometimes, like drugs, alcohol,
Yeah.
That's
a big one. You get some liquor in your system, and it can turn you into something else.
Intensifies.
Yeah. It actually heightens it, makes it worse.
Yeah. Because if you already ain't got it together, and then you add liquor on top of it, it's gonna amplify whatever is on your back, and now you're giving it to everybody else.
Them spirits.
Yeah, right. Them demons on your back, and now you gave them some liquor, and now you're spewing it to everybody else. That's not healthy.
In Colorado, the liquor stores are called spirits. It doesn't say liquor; it says spirits.
That's what ours say. Wine. Well, ours is wines and spirits.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ours says liquor.
Yeah, in Tucson, Arizona, that's what it says too. Liquor. One word.
Straight out.
Come here and get you some liquor.
Hey, we going to the lick.
Pretty much.
Oh shoot. So, if y'all know individuals, a lot of people that are in these type of situations, they are well beyond emotionally attached. So you can't really force them out of that situation. You have to let people that are in these toxic relationships, they have to get down to their last, like, I've had enough.
They last straw.
You know?
And
But
it's hard too to be like a close friend or a family member too that like cares about you, because it's like we want to help this person so bad and they not ready to leave.
yeah.
You know, so sometimes it can be a little bit draining on like the close friends and the family, but I feel like it's like you do need to at that point like take a step back, because you don't want like you trying to help somebody to like drain you. So sometimes it's like, okay, you got to give them their space, but you got to take time to make sure you're together so that you can continue to just support your friend, your family member, and try to at least be there for them along that journey. Because you can't force them out of it, but you can, you know, be there along the way to be like, look, I got you.
Right. So I did look up some resources in case y'all know people that's in these type of situations. They have the mental health awareness national.org. They have these things called warm lines. And you can just call, like they provide support like right then and there. Some people don't have family members. Some people don't have a lot of friends that they know that they can call, because if you know nowadays, if you tell people stuff, they tend to try to throw it in your face or use it against you later on. So these are warm lines. They're trained peers of individuals who have gone through probably the same similar situation or have healed. You can call them at warmline. Get online, warmline.org. Or you could text MHA to 741-741, and they'll connect you with the crisis counselor from the crisis text line. And if you go on the site like the National Suicide or Crisis Lifeline, they have materials. I think it's called Back to School and Life on Campus, where they give free material and free advice and free information to teenagers that are, you know, at school, probably in a toxic relationship or dealing with stress. They give them pointers of how to be in a healthy social community instead of a toxic one.
There's like you were saying about the warm lines, and I talked about it in the first show. It's called Resolve Crisis. You can just Google it. But they are like a all around like crisis hotline that answers 25/8. They'll talk to you on the phone if that's all you want them to do. They will come out to your house. If you're at work, they will come to your job to give you support. They do checkups on you. They'll give you resources and it's free, so you don't even need insurance for this. Completely free. You don't need to do nothing but pick up the phone and call. I need help, and whatever it is, you know, they gonna get you together. So it's called Resolve Crisis, and it's one of those, you know, warm lines. And you could be anonymous if you want, if it's just somebody you want to talk to, or if you feel like, you know, you need more or whatever to know, you know, go along.
Nice.
Good info.
So no doubt, very informative.
So what y'all think though, you know, all together?
I feel like altogether, like there's always going to be some level of toxicity in every relationship, because we're human, but we have to be we have to use better discernment with people. We have to learn ourselves, number one. learn ourselves, heal ourselves first from whatever triggers we got going on, so that when we do meet somebody, we could recognize what toxic traits are, what triggers are, and everything else, and we can, you know, go about weeding these people out if they don't align with what we got going on. You know, we can cut a lot of this from the door by working on ourselves first, not hopping from one relationship to the next without giving yourself time in between to get you back to center. You know, it starts with self. So I recommend, because I go to therapy, been having therapy for years. I recommend it. It don't mean you crazy and loco and whatever people call you. It's a good thing. It's healthy, and healing yourself makes it better for you and, you know, the relationships that you're going to try to build with people.
For sure. No
What about
doubt.
you, Philosophy?
I just say the red flags. If somebody's testing the waters and they keep testing the waters, like I think it's, you know, to get to know, especially in a relationship, you get to know somebody that's cool. I think it takes some time to really get to know this, so you can see what the person, when they start showing them true colors, and they start testing them waters, and they're like a habitual line crosser, then I think it's time to reevaluate your situation with that person. Try to get out. You know, don't you know, feel sorry for them, or they're gonna change. They're gonna change. I just give them just one more chance. Just if I just give them this one more chance, they're gonna change. Like, I mean, when there's enough of this, as enough, you know, only a person only takes so much. So you gotta get out of that situation.
This is true. Well, how you feeling, lady?
Yeah, Tara. Raylene.
Yo, I've been doodling all day looking for information.
I got me a little notebook.
But you know, it was an enlightening experience. You know, to tell you the truth. A lot of women say they push their partner's buttons to make them angry, so the makeup sex is good. Oh,
and that is terrible.
Wow.
Like, come on, why can't you just say you want to do it?
Right?
Why can't you just say that? Why you gotta argue with me? Why can't you just say, I want you to give it to me how you give it to me when you're mad, without being mad?
Yeah.
Like, I don't listen. That's just crazy. No.
Beat it up, white
I mean,
boy
it
dance.
happens, but like, if you got to go to that extreme to like, for that type of like intimacy, that's not the way to do it.
Look at the way Jada said. What she say? I needed to
She needed to feel better or something.
release. I needed a release.
You know what? And
Entanglement.
this is me and my little bit of sick humor, but like, remember the movie Beloved? She sound like her. Like, you just wanted somebody to touch on you. Like, girl, come on now.
We get to that age. Never mind. Let me be quiet. But I had a friend of mine that said something similar in that situation. You know, she said she actually did like, you know, doing that because it made a difference in their sexual encounters. You know, so. Maybe it's like a fantasy thing of theirs. I don't know. You know,
I was about to say, like, maybe that is like
make the love better.
Like a thing that they do, like they're used to it or something. Because like, if it happens all the time and then you're saying like, oh, it makes it better, like then y'all got to have an agreement like with it or something. Because who would just want to argue for the sake of just having like better sex? You know, like. I don't. I'm about to say, okay, girl.
That's some weird role play.
Listen, and I'm all for it.
I'm sorry.
I'm all for it.
Come on. It
I'm
was
all for
out
it.
there. It was like free out there, so I figured I'd take it.
Listen, I mean, if that's what floats your boat, I ain't here to judge you because
Oh shoot!
you know people might think I'm strange. So it's okay.
I'm shedding a tear.
She said,
Oh man. Yeah.
All right.
So that man, we had a good show, hour and 30-minute show. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot to talk about it. Very informative. If y'all missed it, just go ahead and come back. You can watch it on DNR Network, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. So yeah, man. Any last words before we dip up out?
Love yourself.
I think
that's it.
I think I'm gonna go piss my boyfriend off now.
She about to go start an argument.
I'm just playing.
Know your worth.
Know your worth.
That's
No
it.
doubt.
Love yourself. Know your worth.
For sure.
That's the thing about it.
Thank you to everybody who
on the
joined
show,
in.
Ashley. Thank you, Moo. I miss you, girl.
I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry I missed last week. You know, I was going through some things, but I'm back. So
I hope your next show
keep
you got
tuning in, people.
Palmer situation. Oh, they want to talk about the Keke Palmer situation.
Y'all want to talk about that next show or?
Oh yeah, I'll look it up.
We could talk about my boo. That's my girl. I like her.
Yeah. Make sure you tune in because if we're gonna do the Keke Palmer situation, you got to make sure you're here for that.
Yep.
So right now we doing every other week, right? So a week from
every other week.
Yep.
A week from today.
Probably one more show every other week, and then after that we're gonna do every week. Probably starting. I don't know. Talk with the boss man. We'll let y'all know.
For sure.
Yeah.
But right now, every other week, but make sure you tune in this Thursday. We got To the Extreme. And then we got another interview on Friday, so make sure you tap in. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll see you on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Mountain
It was
Standard
nice
Time.
talking with y'all. See y'all in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Salute.
Hey.